and welcome to the Toffee Blues, your source for all things Everton. And there's only so much I can say about that, I'm going to be honest. Genuinely, this is where the panic really starts to sit in, really, doesn't it? Not even really panic. I'm kind of past the anger stage now, I think. I think I'm starting to get towards acceptance. And yeah, I'm just too miserable to even be angry at Bellingham reacted when they scored that third. We're done. I genuinely do. It's the same every single time now. Just not enough character in the side, making too many mistakes. The ability is not there, and there's no character that we show once we do go behind and once we do make those mistakes to bounce back and rectify them. And that's just all it is. That's all it is. So that sinking feeling, it's more apparent than ever now. There's always been the worry in the back of all of our heads for a while now. And, I think, there's been reality check after reality check, but we're past that now. This reality doesn't need to be checked. This is it. We have just lost a game of football to the side that we were clearly better than, and even our performance, we played better than them in that game. But it's our mistakes that are costing us, and it's our lack of character and our lack of mental strength to bounce back from it that is costing us. And that's it. It's nothing that a manager coming in February is going to fix overnight. It's ingrained in those players. And some of them have got it, possibly. I guess you could maybe argue Pickford has. Possibly Godfrey, of course, he was at fault for that third goal going in. But at the end of the day, there's players we have are not, they're just not good enough. And some of them just don't even look bothered. Calvert-Lewin, I'm sure his head's been turned. I'm convinced he's been told he's not going to be playing there next season, whether we stay up or we don't. So what has he got to care about? Decore's form was falling off a cliff. And there will be people saying they always knew he was crap. They didn't. He made a great start to the season. I think that is how good he can be, but I don't know where that Decore's gone. Abysmal. And pretty much the rest of them, Richarlison cared today and gave his all, maybe not, but he at least gave it a good go and scored 2 penalties, which he took very well, but that's not enough. Iwobi played all right today. Gordon played well again. No one can argue Gordon doesn't care. Of course he does. I just think we didn't even play that bad, but we didn't score an open play goal. We won 2 penalties, deserved penalties nonetheless, but still only 2 penalties. That's all it was, and we conceded 3 to Burnley without scoring an open play goal. That's where we're at now. Okay, that's where we're at. Yes, you can argue injuries, you can argue all sorts of things, you can argue decisions that haven't gone away. You can't in that game, but you can argue across the season maybe things have been costing us. But that is where we're at now, and I don't know where these points are going to come from now. That was a banker. We needed to win that one. Watford, we need to win that as well. Got a game against Brentford towards the end of the season that, depending on what type of form they're in at that point, we could probably get something out of. But other than that, it's April now. There's only so many games left, and a lot of them are very difficult. We're not going to win many more games, if we win any, up to this point now. So it's kind of up to other teams now. Burnley are only 1 point behind us, and they showed tonight they won it. Yeah, that's all I can say, really. I think we're gone. I genuinely think we're gone. It's the first time I've properly thought it this season. It's always been a possibility, and it's always been something that you think in the back of your head, we'll turn this around. But I thought tonight would be the start of the turnaround, and we've lost again. Another loss, not even a draw. I was thinking those last 10 minutes, even this draw isn't really good enough. We needed to put those chances away. We had so many opportunities to put that game to bed, and we didn't take them. And then they peg us back, and after they scored the second, we hardly looked like scoring again. So that's where we're at. And that's me. That's all I can say, really. I just don't have any optimism left in me. It's an immediate reaction. And maybe in the next few days, someone will be able to supply me something that'll change my mind, but I genuinely think we're gone now. So there we are. Yeah, thank you for watching. Subscribe to the Toffee Blues for more Everton content, and I will see you next time. Cheers.